say a small prayer for my setup. I can't afford like losing any more like footage. I will lose my mind. Okay. So last week, earlier this week, it was announced that the music video for Skin was coming. And I got excited. I was like, yes, fuck yeah. Then I realized it dropped around the time I was going to be arriving at a vacation home with my family. So I wouldn't be able to record for it. So I would have to stay off of everything until today. So I'm excited. I can't wait till tomorrow. So even though I have a headache, a little bit of a headache right now, I am not gonna wait until tomorrow to get this video, because I need to see what he came up with. A little warning I have gotten is that this video should have a flash warning. I am not photosensitive. One of my friends is, but that is just me putting it out there in case you choose to watch this instead of watching the original video first, or if you're someone who's just looking through my channel and watching videos, whether you know the song or not. Here's your flash warning. Apparently it gets pretty flashy at some point, to the point where even people who are not photosensitive found it weird that there weren't a flash warning on this. So yeah, let's jump into it. I absolutely adore the song. So let's see what he did. I have seen small clips of what he did for the stage performance. I haven't watched the full performance. From the like announcement picture, it kind of looked like it might be kind of a performance version, maybe a bit simple, but the thumbnail for this definitely did not look simple. So I'm interested to see what we're gonna get here. I just know my Seonghwa biased friend, she's practically vibrating out of her skin, so like to be able to scream about this. So yeah, let's jump into it. Please don't be deafening, and I don't need the subtitles right now. So let's go. Oh, that's fucking cool. Oh my god. I like how creepy that looks. Okay. Ooh. And with the female dancers. Ooh. Yes, choreo. Fuck. Okay. This is giving a little bit of like Taemin vibe. Ooh. Oof. Oh, Jesus, he looks. That is so creepy. I love it. What is that? This is such a fucking cool video. Oh. Fuck. I really enjoy the choreo. Fuck. Crossing the line. There's definitely a lot of fucking symbolism in this. Fuck, he looks so good. The styling is so on point. Ooh. Ooh! Yes! Oh my god, it's like giving DPRE and Jackson Wang. Like, fuck! Ooh! Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Oof! Fucking hell, man! Okay! Oh, that's cool. And we get the actual credits for it. Because I was thinking about, like, who choreographed it. But this is so fucking cool. Special thanks to ATEEZ. That is adorable. Best boy. There's a best boy? Okay. I don't know what that is. In my mind, it was a thing you, like, say about a dog. I don't think we have the choreographer here. We have the performance director. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like we have the choreographer, but I really, like, I could recognize some of the moves from what I've seen from the performance, what little I've seen there. But this really just highlighted it, and I loved the switch at the end. And I really love how creepy this was. Like, there was some, like, classic performance video style scenes, but there were also just scenes that are straight up creepy. Like, part of, like, the flashing scenes was, like, some gory pictures there as well. That is another warning that should probably have been on here. It is a bit of a, like, I don't know if there was an age warning in the beginning. I don't think so, no. Probably should have been one. But it was so cool. It was so conceptual. I know that he talked about it on his live. I didn't watch the live specifically because he named it Skin Talk to K, or what however you pronounce that. So I didn't watch that. But I've seen that he talked about it, and I've saved some videos of him talking about it, so I can look him up later. But I love that it showed a lot of, like, changing, like, something is, like, itching to get out of your skin. Like, it feels like your skin is hiding what you're actually supposed to be. Like, the outer layer is hiding it somewhere, somehow, and then it breaks free at the end. Also, the symbolism with, like, the very clearly, like, crossing the line, and also the choice to have all female dancers here. I'm pretty sure in the stage performance he has male dancers, so that is also a very purposeful choice for this video. He is the only man in the video. And for someone who has talked about, like, really enjoying, like, genderless fashion, he like, his Paris Fashion Week debut was at a for the women's collection, and he chose to wear clothes from the women's collection. He has talked about, since he was a child, he thought it was so unfair that girls could wear pretty things and that sort of stuff. So, like, he felt like there was a line that he was not supposed to cross. And as he has gotten older, more confident, and, like, yeah, it's mostly like the confidence in some sort of way. He feels like he can push on that line and actually cross that line that had been like that imaginary line that was put in the sand, from like early childhood, and just that it's still being upheld like a lot these days. But we are more understanding these days than probably when he grew up. I don't know how the case was in Korea, but like I'm pretty close in age with him, so I can like speak to how it felt growing up for me. And still to this day, there's still things like boys don't do that. That is a girl thing. That is a boy thing, and that is just not the case necessarily. And but we are definitely more accepting now as a society. Plus, with him gaining the confidence, especially like testing things out throughout the years and seeing how well received it has been, that gives the confidence to like keep trying and go out more and more. So like that could be a part of the symbolism in here. It could also just be like changing into a more confident version of yourself, not necessarily changing into like it doesn't necessarily have to be like a gender fluid thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a queer thing. It could also just be the difference in confidence from his old self, which was very, very self-conscious, try to hide all the time, to his very much more confident self now. There's so many ways this could be interpreted, and I really, really love that. And I've seen that there's some discourse where at least one side is not happy that the other side exists of what you could interpret this as, whereas the other side is like it's open for interpretation. And that is a thing in general, like with it has been a thing for this song as well, like because it it talks about shedding your skin, feeling more confident in this new expression of yourself. And some people interpreted the her he is singing about in this song. It's not necessarily a woman, but it could also be the feminine side of himself. And people that who didn't think it was that were very, very angry that anyone could interpret it that way. And maybe it's just a song, like maybe the curtains are just blue. We're talking about Park Sung-hwa here, though. The same man who was so offended when, like, after the In Your Fantasy tour started, and the like clips got released of like the choreography for We Know, and he knew there were fan cams out of him during We Know. And he was so offended on live. Like, why are none of you asking me what the symbolism is for that? Because, like, Seonghwa is a performer through and through, and he always puts so much into, like, every little thing, and every little persona. He puts symbolism in there, even if that isn't necessarily from the group side. He himself, in the way he performs it, puts some symbolism into it, because it helps him like step into this character. So he was so offended that nobody asked. Why is no one asking like what this move means? Like because it has a meaning. Like, why is no one asking? So he very clearly puts symbolism in things, and you can't have a song that's all about like having such like symbols about like be a snake shedding its skin and that sort of stuff, and not think that there's some sort of symbolism in there. And it's the same thing for the video. Like, you're free to interpret it any way you want to, but if the only time you shit on someone's interpretation is if it's a queer interpretation, maybe you're just a dick. Maybe you're just a homophobe in some sort of way. Because, like, I've never seen people have issues with, like, the possibly straight. Like, it's not even straight, like it's man, woman. That does not mean straight. But like, I've never seen anyone be pissed at that interpretation. It's more so you like denying that there could be anything queer in there. That is ridiculous. Like, that is legit ridiculous, especially from this man. Like, this man is so freaking supportive of the community, even if he's not a part of it, which we don't know. But even if he's not a part of the community, he is such a massive supporter, and he is, even if he's not in the community, by pushing the boundaries with like dressing the way he does, he is like, from the bigger perspective of society, he will be perceived as part of the group, whether he is or not, you know. So why is it such a bad thing that queer ATEEZ see themselves in whatever artistic art form he chooses to put out? Like, I am rambling, but it's really because I love how much Seonghwa puts into like every single thing he does, and it's so clear with this that there were some inspirations. I mentioned that it gave a Taemin vibe, the performance dance part. It was partially the styling, but also the all female dancers, the very sleek frame, like very very basic silhouettes in the clothes, to highlight the dance. That was kind of giving that vibe. Also, the music, it sounds like this song is also a style that Taemin definitely could do and would do. And I mentioned Jackson and DPR Ian at the end. It's probably more towards DPR Ian. There's a chance that maybe he cooked something up after meeting him in person, but he is a big DPR Ian fan. And from what I've seen of DPR Ian, this is very much that vibe. And I saw the videos of the video of Seonghwa meeting DPR Ian, and it was very clear that besides being a bit starstruck, that he was so inspired by being there. So there's a chance that there was some inspiration for this video that came across there, because this video wasn't made at that time, I believe. I believe that was around the time where he said that nothing had been filmed yet. And I saw a post about, like the text was something about like Sun visited the set for this, which was on 18 Day or right before 18 Days. So like the timelines match up that this was filmed after the meeting of Seonghwa and Christian. But I love that you can see those influences there, because it's not a rip-off either. Like, he's not one-to-one copying any of these. You can just see the inspiration he takes from these people he idolizes in some sort of way. And that is what it's all about, like taking inspiration, making it yours. Like the end, yes, it gave a bit of like DPR Ian, but at the same time it was also so Seonghwa. Like Seonghwa, especially Seonghwa's stage stage persona. So it was again like taking the inspiration and making it yours. I really, really enjoy that. Well, I did not plan for this video to be this long, but again, like nothing can get me rambling like a symbolism, even if I don't go into the details, like the nitty gritty of it. I just like I just want to praise it so much because I really, really enjoy it, especially when we've been a little bit in a rut of like trying to make catchy music. I don't mean that ATEEZ are trying to like fall into the mainstream, but in general, like with music, we are in a period where we see a lot of like trying to catch the mainstream, like trying to make it catchy, not necessarily make it have a deeper meaning. We're going for like replayability in that it's an earworm, or it gets played on the radio and you immediately like remember it. So I really, really enjoy when you can see like clear artistry in every part here. Like the styling, the makeup, the dance, the video itself, the concept of the video, the song, everything. Like there's artistry throughout all of it, and I just really, really enjoy it. So I have at the end here that probably no one's watching because I'm rambling. But if you are watching, I'm going to be trying to get more of a schedule here. I have some videos that I have caught up on, and I had some technical difficulties after having to reset my PC, so there's some recordings that unfortunately did not work. But I'm going to try and get those out, and then I'm going to try and get on more of a schedule, at least with the catch-up videos, you know, the suggestions you guys have given me, like trying to catch up with everything. And then of course, if something new drops, it's going to be outside of the regular schedule. So I'm going to be trying to do that. I'm going to be catching up on the Christmas and New Year's performances as well. Yeah, those will be up on Patreon though, not here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being patient. I can see you on my channel and see that you guys are actually still here, even though I haven't been active. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.